How's it going? Figured I'd make a quick video showing you guys how to swap out a water heater. First thing you want to do is determine the place it is and if you need to go back with the same size. So this one right here is 16 inches around and about 59 inches tall. And it came out of this spot right here. So to put a new one in, I needed one that was going to be within close to the same size around, because it's in this drain pan right here. So you would measure that pan and maybe you could squeeze 18 inches round in there. And then the height, you're going to want to see the height depending on how much room you have for your exhaust here. Your vent up top, you're going to want to make sure you got the right height, as well as your water hookups. Clearly if you put one shorter, you're going to need an extra piece of pipe to meet up, and then you'll need a longer flex for your water lines to meet up. So typically you try to get the same size that you're taking out, unless you have like a 30 gallon and you want a 50, then you might be taller or bigger around. So then you'll have to figure out what you're going to need to adjust the top. Or in this case, if it was 18, 19, 22 inches around at the bottom, you'd have to put a different pan or figure out a new situation with that. And you can only go so big with this drain pipe right here anyway. So your particular situation is going to differ and make that choice for you. So anyway, I got one the same height, same size around. I think this one's a ½ inch bigger around, but as you can see, it fit in there fine. The first thing you're going to do is shut off your gas. Most of them should have a valve. You're going to disconnect the gas off of the old one, which I did before going to get this one. You're going to want to disconnect your water and determine what's hot and what's cold, just in case by some chance it's swapped around. The old heater had a red and blue, which is hot and cold. And then the new one does not have a color, but it says hot and it says cold. So you want to make sure you're on the same side. That way you know if you need to cross your lines or not, but they're typically all on the same side. Then you're gonna, most cases this doesn't have anything connected to it, depends, but in this case they had something hooked up for that. Disconnect that as well. All right, once you got everything connected back, you're gonna open your gas back up. You're gonna spray this with leak bubbles. Everywhere you got a connection, or some Dawn soap, any kind of dish soap and water. And if it bubbles, then you need to take it loose, tighten it again, or tighten it up some more. You wanna put Teflon on the parts going in that are not flared. This is flared, so you don't need Teflon on it. Put Teflon on the water coming in. Make sure you got your hot and cold in the right spot. Open everything back up. Make sure it's filling up with water and the water's exiting. You know, make sure you put together your exhaust. I need to put a screw right here, but I'll get to that in a minute. And then you go ahead and follow the instructions to crank it back up. Make sure it's operating normal. Make sure you don't have any gas leaks and the water is flowing in and out. And you're good to go. Most cases don't have a line from this. It'll just be like that. As long as you don't pull this, nothing's coming out of it. And as well, they had this hose hooked up already, so most people don't have a hose on it. You come put your hose, drain it, you know, flush it, do what you got to do. But I hooked everything back up like they had it. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. This is a gas water heater as well, just in case no one caught that. I'm gonna put that in the description. Gas, not electric. Appreciate you guys checking it out. Y'all take it easy.